What is up, friends, Dr. Pepper fanatics, family? It is me, the Dr. Pepper teacher Zach, along with my favorite co-host, the random dude Josh, not the random guy Josh, which I accidentally called him earlier today, but I fixed it. But I think the random dude is frozen because he is outside.
I am. How about now? Am I coming through clear? Maybe.
I see you clear, but your picture's frozen. You're just kind of staring at me with
Oh,
your mean mugging me.
well, you know how about now? Is that better?
I still got you mugging me. Let me remove you and bring you back in. Did I do anything?
I don't know. Did
Nope.
it? No.
Nope. You're still kind of frozen,
How
which is
about this?
sad
Let me
because.
back out and I'll come back in.
All right, sounds good.
I'll be right
Well,
back.
he does that. I'll get my Dr. Pepper ready. So I went to a nice little soda shop here in Wichita, Kansas, Rocket Fizz, and I picked me up some nice Dr. Pepper made with the real sugar. And I was like, I need to get some of these. That was good. I was worried how that was going to work. Hey, Josh is back. Hey,
How
now I can
about
see
now?
you.
Is
You
that
just
is that
missed it.
better?
I just cracked open this ice cold Dr. Pepper with real sugar from Rocket
So
Fizz here in Wichita.
I actually had one the other day. I was super
I got a
stoked.
couple. I came prepared.
Well, I'm gonna crack this open.
All right, hurry! I'm thirsty.
Yeah, I am too. That's why I'm rocking the 1 liter tonight.
I know those very well
Yes.
because those are my daily limits.
Oh, ooh, that's got a good burn. Woo!
Woo! Are you Ric Flairing on me? Oops, I
And you
accidentally
have to
removed you.
move.
So when
This
I
is what happens when I take the studio outside and I let you have control.
so let me just say, I cracked it open with this earlier, and some Dr. Pepper squirted on my keyboard. So I was wiping it off, and as I wiped off over the mouse of my Surface keyboard, it removed you, which I mean is awesome that it just worked out that way. But I brought you back.
I wish you could see the eye roll right now, but I really love these sunglasses and they do a wonderful job. So I'm going to keep them on. Um,
Oh,
but no, I'm super excited for this
mhm.
episode because it is the last episode before our special in Waco.
I know. I'm so excited. Like that's next week, a week
Yeah,
from tomorrow. So
yeah.
I was telling my wife today. I was like, you realize a week from yesterday we're gonna be in Waco, and me and Josh are gonna be hanging out, talking, laughing, and she's like, yeah. And I was like, you can talk too. And she's like, yeah.
Probably like, oh, these nerds. But that's okay because being a nerd is okay.
And being a pepper is even better.
It's true.
Hmm.
So, funny story. So last weekend,
Hmm.
my we had gone up to Bear Lake, which is in northern Utah, and there was this small little candy shop in town.
Hmm.
And I went there, and they had the 1024 bottles of Dr. Pepper with real sugar.
Hmm.
Yes. So I got a couple of those. And I posted that on our Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. But the cool thing was they also had sodas from the Dublin plant.
I
And
didn't tell you this, but
oh, now is that the cola one or is that the one I'm thinking?
this is. I talked to them to make sure I got the right one. This is the red cola that is Dublin's new version of Dublin Dr. Pepper with the little hint because they can't make it exactly the same.
And
And
they had those. And if I would have known, I would have got one.
I didn't know what it was. I thought it was the other one. And I was talking to the manager and she said, no, it's this one. And so I was like, okay. So, but here's the deal. This is in Wichita. If you want, I will grab you another one. I'll bring
Yes,
one to Waco.
yes, absolutely, yes.
All right.
Um, and then we'll enjoy those.
Mm-hmm. Well,
At
I
some,
was actually going to sample it tonight since I'm drinking this and let you know my thoughts. And then I can bring you another one.
that works. Um, but
Oh, excuse me.
so I got to try the Dublin cola. It was all right.
Yeah.
It honestly it tasted more like the blue stuff.
Hmm.
Um, but being
That
able to
blasted
just
blue stuff.
enjoy the Dr Pepper made with real sugar in the bottle.
Hmm. It's so smooth and
Mhm.
flavorful.
It really is.
I gotta go to my comments. I got comments coming in. I don't see it.
I know
Pauses
we got
out there.
Brown is rocking it with us tonight.
Hope you're having a great time. Pause. I mean, we got Dr. Pepper. We got our friends talking to us.
Yeah,
Can't get much better than that.
yeah. So pause. I will let you know. So while we're in Waco, and this is relating to the Mr. versus Mrs. videos that I do with my wife. We will be recording a pack opening battle from Waco, Texas.
I'll
So
hold the camera that way no one gets hurt.
I mean, yeah, if you want to.
Yeah,
But
might as well
yes,
do
that
some.
that is the plan. We will be doing some pack openings um, in Waco
Hmm.
because Dr. Pepper is life and magic is life. Um,
When in Waco, open magic
exactly.
cards.
So that'll be fun.
Hmm. Oh man,
Um,
it's been a crazy week, Josh. I know I was filling you in on all the stuff I have going on earlier.
yeah,
I got. We have 7.5 days left of school. We That's school days. We have 1 week, 13 hours, 48 minutes, and 17 seconds until we go live in Waco Sunday morning at 10 a.m. next Sunday. I'm so excited. I can't wait for it
I'm
to be here.
I'm excited for Saturday night.
Yeah, we got all kinds of stuff going on. I know, like, we've been talking. We planned this out so long ago. We're going to do, like, a tour of the museum. We're going to do a make your own soda. We're going to do other things that I don't remember.
We're just gonna. It's going to be such a fun weekend. And of course, being able no, you're that way. Being able to meet you actually in person.
Hmm. You know that I think I posted a kind of like a poll on our Twitter, and it's like post a gif of how do you think Josh and I are going to react when we first see each other. And I just there's that one of those two little boys that see each other on the other end of the street, and they just run up and like jump into each other's arms. I don't like hugging people, so I'm not going to hug you like that. But I can just imagine us seeing each other from across the lobby of the hotel. I'm like, Josh, and then run down to you, and yeah, you'll just turn around and walk away.
I guess we'll find out in a week. No,
Because
I'm
yeah,
really
you guys will be there ahead of us, so.
it's true. Yeah, we'll be there. Actually, just a few hours before,
Yeah.
so not that much earlier than you.
Mhm.
Um, but leading up to this weekend, coming weekend,
Mhm.
it's got me really kind of thinking about and reflecting over the last year, and just how much this podcast has grown. Everything that we've done.
Mhm.
I mean, going back to like the very first couple of episodes where it was just pre-recorded, we weren't doing the live stuff. Um,
And then you told me we had this conversation. You're like, I don't want to get too busy with this. Like, we want to keep it new and original. We don't want to just be redundant. And I was like, we could do like diet episodes where we could just get on and talk to people and make it fun, so it's not just the review. And I think you're a little hesitant. You're like, oh, geez, what are we going to even talk about? But I've loved how this has worked out, and we get people joining us in the comments, and
yeah, yeah. I was a little hesitant. I'm not gonna lie, but
just a lot.
that that was because at the time that we started this, I mean, I was you know this deep in other podcasts that I'm
Mhm.
a part of. I've got everything. I was actually editing all the videos for the Clever Magic community.
Mhm.
Um, you have to excuse my dog. He is losing his mind.
No, it's all good.
That means a dog is walking. Someone's walking their dog by because that's
Or
a
maybe someone's walking by with Dr. Pepper. He's like, that's the best stuff you got. Give me some.
I'm gonna say someone's walking around with their dog.
Maybe.
But yeah, so I was editing all that stuff, and I was like, I really want to do this, but I don't want to be overwhelmed.
Overcommitted.
And so now, I mean, the podcast has grown
Mm-hmm.
in ways that I never even imagined. I mean, looking back, it was what, March of no.
May.
Wait, no, I'm trying to think
When
what
we started.
the commemorative bottles.
Oh, well, we started in May of last year because that's why we're going this
Okay.
May for our 1 year anniversary.
Yeah.
I think we got our bottles in around August.
Oh, okay, yeah. So,
It was a fall.
oh, okay. See, and that's how crazy this year has been.
Mhm.
So much has happened. So we get, there's commemorative bottles. There's your trip to the Linger Longer.
Mm-hmm. That was fun.
All of our awesome guests
Mm-hmm.
that we've had.
So you know how on the Tonight Show they always do like a top 10?
Yeah.
I've been sitting here playing with this idea for the last couple of days, and I've not sat down and written anything, but I wanted to come up with a top 23 of the Pepper Pack podcast, and we can actually work on that together, you and I, and then we can reveal the top 23 moments from the first year of the Pepper Pack podcast. We could reveal that live in Waco.
Yeah. No, that would
That'd be fun. And so, if you, I know we got a few people watching. Go ahead and give us in the comments some of your favorite memories or instances, whether it's potatoes, cookies, whatever is going on. Let us know some of the things that you have enjoyed from the podcast and help us remember the good times.
The dog
There's
is
one bottle.
Parents today.
All right. Well, should I give this a shot?
Yeah. Let's see how it is.
Okay, so this is Dublin 1891 Red Cola craft soda, made from the Dublin the Dublin, Texas plant. And being the Dr. Pepper ambassadors we are, we strictly stick to Dr. Pepper on this show. I don't drink other things. But knowing the history Dr. Pepper has with Dublin, I felt like out of respect, it'd be worth
the exception.
It'd be worth and to compare it because this is what I've been told is as close to the original Dublin Dr. Pepper you can get without
any copyright infringement.
Yeah, pretty much.
You want to go? You want to go? Okay, ready?
So that's why it was important that I drink the regular first, so I get that taste to make sure I'm feeling it. Because I haven't had one yet today because I'm doing my one a day still. It's been very tough this week because, as I told you, Josh, it's been a week. Okay, so the initial smell, I'll be honest, smells pretty spot on.
Mm.
Excuse me. So it's definitely a different flavor. I tasted it immediately. It's got more of a what is that?
More of the red stuff type taste?
No, not even. It's Dr. Pepper has got a kind of a sharp, sugary kick to it.
Yeah.
This is not as evident at first as that sugar, so it doesn't hit as sharp, and it's almost tasted like a root beer flavor at first, which was kind of subtle.
Interesting.
Yeah, it doesn't taste like the blue. It doesn't taste like the red. It doesn't taste exactly like Dr. Pepper, but that aftertaste kind of lingers like Dr. Pepper. So I mean, it's not bad. I'm definitely gonna be drinking my Dr. Pepper over it.
Yeah.
But to give it a shot and just see how it tastes.
Yeah, no,
I mean, it's not a bad.
Yeah, so at that point, as you were saying, you don't need to worry about it. Bringing one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I finally got to try Dr. Pepper Cherry the other day.
You've not had the cherry before?
Not until last week.
Now, did you get like the canned cherry, or did you like go to Sonic and get cherry with it?
No, it was actually in bottle form.
Okay.
So
What are your
I liked it.
thoughts?
I I liked it a lot. And then they also the particular store that had it had the zero sugar cherry.
Mhm.
That one was good.
Yeah. Now, the thing because I hadn't had the cherry until about 2 years ago when I did my taste test video with like the Dr. Pepper icing on the cake, vanilla float, regular, cherry, 10, and diet. Had sampled all of those ones. Um, that cherry flavor stuck around my mouth so strong.
Honestly, I was okay with it. Apparently, the dog wants me to play fetch, so that's what I'm going to be doing during the show.
Hey, it works. You had to train the dog to bring you a Dr. Pepper bottle back though. It's like those old Budweiser commercials from the Super Bowl.
All right,
Now, Josh, I
yes,
share with you that I am in the process of moving. Well, excuse me. We accepted an offer on our house yesterday, and
congratulations.
I had multiple people in the Pepper Pack tell me they'll buy the house as is, no inspection, but I have to leave my Dr. Pepper room, and they promised me a big amount. Now, for that amount, I could rebuy everything. So I was like, okay, works for me. But I didn't see any of their offers come through, so I couldn't do it. So I went ahead and I've packed up a lot of my stuff.
But was that hard for you?
Yeah, I mean a little bit, but I still got the glass cases full because those are not going to be fun to travel. 5 foot long pieces of glass. Let's
Yeah,
see, there's four on a shelf, 16 of those, and then all the individual pieces in the middle.
yeah, that'll be fun.
hmm We'll go with that adjective. But
You'll do
I'm
your
s
best.
oh yes, I will, and I'll succeed. I do need another one of these though.
Fair enough. So
Yeah.
I've got an interesting question for you.
Yes, I do have cookies. I'm glad you asked.
Not what I was getting at, but cool.
I just
Um,
hope Daria's here.
so there's you and I are in a few Dr. Pepper groups,
Mm-hmm.
and one I'm not even going to name the group because I don't want to single anyone out. But one of the groups that I'm in, I've seen a lot of the posts on there
I
from.
already know where you're going with this because I was going to talk about it too. But go, keep going.
Does it make me a Dr. Pepper snob
Mm-hmm.
that I get internally irritated or agitated when people put the period in doctor?
Okay, so this is something
Because
I thought about too.
because
Um,
I understand the history of why the period is not there, that and maybe the fact that because we're brand ambassadors, there has to be a level of integrity when
Jacob
mentioning
Harrington
brands.
says yes, but I don't think that makes you a snob. I think that makes you an educated ambassador because
Okay.
it drives me nuts too. Because actually, somebody posted in a group that we're in. This is probably what you're talking about. They said, "Why is there a period? Some people put a period, some people don't. Anybody know why?" And I actually commented. I said, "Hey, we have a podcast. We actually talked about this issue.
Yeah, no,
It had to do,
I saw
yeah.
that.
Well, I know, but I'm just sharing that for the people that don't, that aren't in the group. And I said, this is the reason why the whole script made it look like a DI semicolon type of deal rather than a DR. And
Yeah.
so they dropped it. But there were so many comments that people made on there that I'm like, how can you claim to be a Dr. Pepper fan? And you could say that. The other thing is just the number of people that talk about how they go buy the off brand when they're short on cash, which
Yeah,
I
that was
get.
the other one that I was like, really? What?
That's like saying you're going to use ripped up cardboard when you're out of toilet paper or sandpaper. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, that one was weird to me. That
And the number of people that are saying, "Oh yeah, that's normal," or "This off brand is just as good." I'm like, you shut your mouth. Get thee behind me, Satan.
Be gone, Satan. Um, yeah, I don't know. Like, I see that, and I have to remind myself that not everyone will be as passionate about Dr. Pepper as others. But good Lord, I mean, come on. If we've clearly stated you don't put the period there, quit putting it there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the period is only for people who have MD or PhD
Mm-hmm.
after their name.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody commented something about it has to do with it's not supposed to be a title, it's supposed to be a brand logo. It's that's why they got the period rid of the period. I was like, no,
No,
it's all about the aesthetic look.
it
But
was for legibility purposes.
mhm.
So I don't know.
But
It was just kind of a funny moment for me over the last.
yeah, and just the
Over,
name of the group, I'm not gonna say it, but it implies that people are fanatics of Dr. Pepper that if you're in this group. And so I joined it and I was like, okay, let's see who's out there. Because I'm competitive. I know you would have never guessed that.
no,
And
no,
I believe that
no
I
idea.
am one of the biggest Dr. Pepper fans there are. And so I like to just, if there's someone that's a bigger fan than me, I will gladly let appreciate their passion. But I like to just see and get to know people.
Yeah,
And then I see people posting stuff like that, and I'm like, oh, you sad, sad, strange little man.
yeah.
But I don't want to hate on them all that much
No,
because
no,
then I
no,
feel
no.
bad. But yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of there's a lot of nice people in those groups, and
Mm-hmm.
they love Dr. Pepper, and that's great. It was just that little thing just got me thinking about the opportunity that we have to be official
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
ambassadors for Dr. Pepper. That's the part that really,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, made me that much more grateful.
That's why we're out here changing the world, one period at a time.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Um, so
So
next weekend,
next weekend,
for those of you watching, either watching this live or watching it afterwards,
or both.
if or both, if you're in Waco, we really hope to see you guys there after the episode, after the show. We'll be
Around noon, right?
yeah,
Because that's when the museum opens is noon.
yeah. I can't remember if we said 11 or 12.
Well, let me look on our events.
Yep, check the event. But I'm super excited for that.
12 o'clock Central Standard Time.
It was what?
It's 12 noon.
12. Okay. Um, so a couple things, because my understanding that with Texas and masks, I think they're kind of like, if you want to wear it, great. Um, and so we're going to follow what the state says. So, um, if you want to wear it, cool. If you don't, that's cool too. If you're vaccinated, great. If you're not,
I'm fully vaccinated and extremely caffeinated.
I am too.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the biggest thing is we want to be able to meet you guys,
Mm-hmm.
have a lot of fun,
Take
and
pictures.
absolutely.
And I did get them out. I have 3 Dr. Pepper comic books that I will be bringing with us.
Okay.
We could do that little raffle.
Yeah. So, are we giving away 2 and then and also giving 1 to the museum?
That's my hope. If they don't already have one, and then if they do already have one, they won't have one signed by the Pepperback Podcast.
Yes. So that's going to be so much fun. So if you guys are going to be there, make sure to go to the event page, click that you're going, and then if you're still not sure if you're going to be able to make it or not, click interested, just so that way we can plan accordingly.
And if you're gonna be able to follow us online, totally understand if you can't travel. Excuse me. If you're gonna be following us online, go ahead and mark interested too. That way we have an idea how many people we'll have watching us, participating.
This is going to be, this will be awesome. I'm excited for the backdrop we're going to have for that episode.
Oh yeah, the museum. I was like, "Are you creating a new backdrop?" And then I had to think about it. We don't talk about these things beforehand, so I was like, "What backdrop? Are you like making like a new virtual background like Dr. Pepper made for us that one time?"
I would totally be down if Dr. Pepper surprised us with a virtual backdrop.
I think it'd be awesome if we're in there and they get a little sweet, and then the Cornelius Pepper show up and start singing the cream soda song, because then you and I both know we're gonna jump up and join right in along with them.
Oh yeah, I should probably brush up on those lyrics just to be
Which,
safe.
just so everyone knows, they have not told us anything they're doing for us, or if they have any plans. We know that people from the company will be there. I think maybe
Maybe.
advertisement people may just to see how it's going, but we don't think anything as special is going to happen. But if it does, I'm all for it because I like Dr. Pepper. I like it a lot.
I like it a lot. It's like a little, but a lot.
I say that all the time.
Yeah. No, it's just crazy that a year ago we had the conversation. Dario was in the room
Mm-hmm.
about.
Probably eating cookies.
I don't think he was eating cookies at that moment.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. He wasn't. But just going back and remembering that conversation of, hey, we should do a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Now look at us.
Who would have thought?
Who'd have thunk?
Not me. That's one of my favorite memes.
Oh, okay. I'm going to take the relaxed approach. There you go.
Give us that nice knee.
Yep, it's the bee's knees. But
I'm too old.
no, it's also really nice outside,
Mm-hmm.
and I enjoy sitting outside when it's nice out. I'm going to be one of those old guys that will happily sit on my front porch for hours on end.
Going to be. I just got to get off my lawn, kid. Look from Josh. See, I told you, you're gonna want to slap me when we're in Waco. I can get away with it now.
You're not wrong.
You ain't lying.
Oh,
Oh man, I'm excited though for the summer because I've been talking to a guy from my church I told you about. He has a barbecuing. What are those, like the Traeger grills, the smokers? He does a lot of videos just showing people how they cook stuff, and he's going to do some ribs and different steak with different Dr. Pepper marinades and stuff for me. And he's like, "Yeah, if you can help me get some likes and stuff like that, I'll we can keep doing these different Dr. Pepper recipes." And I was like, "Okay, I'm all for that." So, but and I was thinking, how am I going to get Josh some of it? And I just don't know if barbecue mails very well.
I don't think it would.
I guess you just have to
And
come out to Kansas.
I guess so.
I got a full.
Maybe we'll wait till after you move and get settled, and then we'll talk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
I
then I'll
feel
have
like that's the
my new
smarter.
basement, which would be awesome. I can't wait to get all my stuff set up in there.
Yeah, to actually have a studio because I could totally word tonight.
Word here, I can totally hear.
Yes, yes. I totally have a peach impediment.
I thought I smelled something.
Yep, I got about a year's worth of slaps for you.
Oh, don't stop. All right. So,
So,
top 23 moments. Just thinking back on all the different guests we've had. Because we've had, you and I were both the first guest.
yep.
We launched this. We each got to tell our stories. And then we had Whitney Ivy. And then we had, oh, I'm just going off the top of my head. Let me look at my list. I make noises like that all the time in my class.
Was it Michael Michelli or was it Kyle?
I don't think Kyle was second. We had to wait a while. Where is my Pepper Pack podcast?
So if you go to pepperpackpod.podbean.com, it'll be
Yeah, I
there.
know, but I have an Excel document that I put everything in. I just gotta find it.
It's over there.
Close.
Okay, over there.
I found it.
Okay.
No, it was Sarah. Sarah Holder.
Oh,
I
yeah.
did the shoot a Waco, and she had the tattoo and everything.
Yep.
And then we had the Connor Clem, who is it just announced that he's going to be a girl dad. I said, "Welcome to the club." So congratulations, Connor.
Yeah.
Get ready for late nights and lots of Dr. Pepper.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had Kyle, and then Michael,
Okay.
then Taylor, and then Anthony, then Laura, Scott. Then we had Dr. Pepper Day. Then we did Steven, Joel, Bailey, Carly, Josh, Phillips, Dario, Skylar, Zach Garrison, Marissa, Leslie, Emily, Chad, and then we are taking off the 10th, which is already passed because we're getting ready for our 23rd episode.
Yep.
From the museum, live, in person, not virtual reality. Like I could actually slap somebody and hope I don't get slapped back.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
And I'm gonna go get a haircut and my beard all trimmed and I'm gonna be looking all nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna clean this up. Look all spiffy.
Josh is like, I'm gonna get a haircut too, but no.
Yeah, just this one.
just that singular hair.
You know, it's funny. I will share one moment.
Okay.
The episode with Laura.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, that was like in the middle of
a hurricane.
Yeah, middle of a hurricane, no power.
On her cell phone, dealing with her kids too. Bless her heart.
And she still made it on the episode. I mean, that was just awesome.
Yeah.
So I remember that episode going, oh, this is going to be fun to edit. And at that point, I was like, you know what? Just run with it.
Yep, just leave it.
Just
make it raw, just like real sugar Dr. Pepper. Yeah, no, that's hitting me too. I'm like, yes.
I'm thirsty.
She messaged me the other day because she got one of those little basketball free throw shooters displays that they had in the grocery stores. And she's like, check out what I got. She's like, you want to buy it? And I was like, I don't even know where I would put it in my house. I'm running out of room. So like, I have my big water tower and I have that big football player, and my wife would like me to get rid of both of them before we move. And I'm not going to throw them away. So this is a shout out to any of you Pepper Pack people in the Wichita, Kansas area. If you would like it, let me know. I'd rather give it to you than throw it away. And if there's anyone not in the Pepper Pack that wants to buy it, I mean, okay. But houses are expensive.
I would totally, but I would do it. But one, I don't have the room. Two,
yeah, that's what I'm running into.
Get it from Wichita to Utah would be.
Well, I was gonna say I could bring it down to Waco. The football player, he comes apart. The arms each come off.
So, yeah, but trying to get that on the plane.
We'll just buy an extra ticket. Stick him next to you.
You know how expensive that would be.
But he's really light.
Still, that would be. I
We'll just say his
appreciate.
name is Dr. Pepper, and they can bill him. They can bill Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, if that could work, we could take that in a whole different direction. But no, it just logistically it wouldn't work so well.
Yeah, yeah.
Eventually, when I have my own house and my own recording studio, then I'll start collecting.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's certain items that I'll want to get. I want to get a lot of the vintage stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, and that's why I'm super excited to go through the museum because I don't know if they'll even let me buy or give them an offer on things. But I just want to see stuff and like this is something I've always wanted to see, and now I can see
yeah,
it in person. And it's not just
that
on eBay.
that brings up a question. Do you have that backpack with the leash that we can attach to you?
You guys, it's been a great show. Thanks for coming out and listening tonight. No, I'm a free man. I'm
No,
like
see,
Pinocchio
we
with no
gotta we
strings.
gotta rein
I'm a
you.
real boy.
I mean, I've got the dog leash that's got like the metal portion at the end, and I can make a
Mm-mm.
harness.
Mm-mm. Nope. You'd have to beat me in Saddle Wars first, and that's not going to happen.
Or we'll just strap you up in a straight jacket, like
Although that would be a funny
Hannibal Lecter.
video. Like, you guys put me on a straitjacket and then on like one of those little two-wheel dollies and then just roll me through the museum.
Yeah, yeah. We would totally Hannibal Lecter you through the museum and just wheel you around.
But I want to go through first so that way I can actually see things. Because I know you guys would just
Well, think
fly
about it.
by stuff and I'm like,
We'd be
no.
wheeling you through, so you would technically be in front of us.
I know, but I wouldn't get to appreciate everything the way I want to.
Now, I still think we should.
No,
Yeah. No.
no,
I
no,
yeah.
no. Don't think. This is why I think you don't.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, I had to go there. And you can't kick me out today because I'm in control.
I mean, I could.
But, but don't.
It doesn't take much. No. So.
And I know I've talked about it before. I think I have 4 or 5 cans of vanilla float up on my shelf that I'm bringing with us. Should we save those for the day we record, or should we drink those beforehand, just like our families together and enjoy them?
Hmm. I don't know.
Yeah, we can decide later.
We'll
But I
we'll
was
decide
telling,
Friday or Saturday morning.
yeah, I was telling Jensita that I was bringing my vanilla floats down because I know she loves the vanilla float. She's out in California and she can't get it. And I was like, hey, if you can make it to Waco, I'll save you a can. I'll give you a can. And she's like, I gotta work. I got tests going on. My husband's gotta work. We can't make it. I'm like, I'm just saying, if you show up to Waco Sunday, I'll have a vanilla float for you. And she's like, there's no way. I'm like, sorry.
Hold that thought. I need to.
Chase a dog.
Yeah. Hold on. I'll be back.
So, well, Josh is gone. I'm still here. And I'm drinking Dr. Pepper. And I know, right? Who would have thought? So if you're online and you're watching, I see we got a couple people watching. Go ahead and give me comments. What's been some things you've enjoyed about the show? What are some things you would like to see us do? Places you would like to see us go? Let me hear your ideas. Tell me your Dr. Pepper stories. When Josh gets back, I'm talking out loud to myself now. We need to talk about Perspective Pepper Pack because we're keeping that going. I've got a few people that I've met online recently that I think would be awesome Dr. Pepper ambassadors, and I can't wait to introduce the world to them and hopefully give them some recognition and hopefully one day they'll be in the Pepper Pack with us. And I'm just thinking, let's see. Josh's dog is barking, and he ran away. This is a fun part of the show where I just get to make up things and drink Dr. Pepper. It's pretty fun. Hey, what's up, doggy?
That was fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know it's funny. You can tell by the type of bark when you're like, oh, I should probably go check.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That was one of the moments.
my dog's got this gargoyle bark where it's like a I'm like, she's about to kill somebody.
And that's kind of what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody else just walked by, and I can feel his heart going like.
So I had I'm kind of I have a dilemma.
Okay.
So I was playing video games last night, Destiny, with DC and his cousin, and we just, like I told you, we accepted an offer on our house, and I have my headphones on, and I feel like I hear something dripping, like water running. And so I pull off my ear so I could hear, and I definitely hear something dripping. I'm like, oh crap, are you kidding me? What are we having leak in our house right after we
Yeah.
agreed on a contract? And I go open the closet down here where I have like some other Dr. Pepper stuff stored.
Uh-huh.
And I have a couple of those old llama cans from the Pick Your Pepper.
Oh yeah.
And the top is sealed, hole somewhere in the bottom of the side. You're just spraying Dr. Pepper everywhere in there. And it's just dripping onto stuff like different Dr. Pepper and different board games that I have in there. And I was like, oh, I almost wanted water damage because I was like, I don't want Dr. Pepper spraying on everything.
Yeah.
But I got it cleaned up. So my dilemma is, as I prepare to clean out and move all of these cans, half of those cans are still full.
I think you should empty them.
Yeah,
Like
that's
the
what I'm.
nail in the bottom and empty them.
So, like I told you though before, I'm not holding it up, driving a nail. That's what you thought.
I
So,
know.
so I
This
went.
time I know what you're going to do.
So, but these are still pressurized. So what I found out though is, excuse me, when I put a nail through them in the bottom, it sprays everywhere.
Yeah.
So my thought is, excuse me, put a nail in a board and then take it and just so the nail's sticking up in a board, right?
Yeah.
And then I can just take the can and hit it on the nail, and so it sprays out rather than up in the air everywhere.
Yeah. You could just do that outside.
That's what I think I'm gonna have to do. Which it hurts me though, because thinking back to how much extra I've paid on shipping and how much extra I've paid people to get bottles and cans that are specifically not opened.
Yeah. That's just a judgment call you're gonna have to make.
Yeah, it hurts. But I did, I don't know if I told you, I did complete the set of those bicentennial bottles, the glass
Oh, did
ones,
you?
at
Nice.
32 ounces. Yep, I got a hold of all of those. The last one was a little more than I wanted to spend. It wasn't bad,
Yeah.
but it was the rarest of the six, and I rarely see them full on eBay.
Yeah.
I did talk the guy down a little bit, but still, I was just like, whatever. But I'm excited for what to go. Oh, told people to remind me, and they didn't because it's okay. We need to talk about perspective peppers.
Yes.
Yes. And I was telling them how I have a few people that I've met recently that I'm like, I want to get on the show. I want to talk to them and I want to hear their story. I don't know if you saw the post on my page, on my Facebook page. There was a gentleman that posted a video, like a slideshow that he made to share his Dr. Pepper history with his family and how Dr. Pepper has been in his family. It's like an hour long video.
Whoa.
And I was like, dude, we need to get you on our show and we need to talk to you. So he said he's gonna go fill out the application form.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still haven't got a chance to check that out yet because I've just been so busy with school and now moving.
Yeah, and honestly, once we get past the Waco event, then
Hmm.
we'll be able to really dive in and
And
really kick off
accelerate the
year
stuff we're doing.
two. Yeah,
Hmm.
with that. So, but yeah, it'll be awesome, and again, just kind of make sure. And I know we stated this before, but if you're filling that out, part of the purpose of it is to bring you on the show. So
Hmm.
just
Yeah.
keep that in mind.
To give you guys a little behind the scene look, one of the questions on it is, would you be willing to be on the show if we brought you on? And we've had probably over half the people that fill it out say no, they're not interested in coming on the show, which I understand.
Yeah,
Privacy
and
and
we
things.
asked that just in case.
Yeah. But if you're filling it out to be in a prospective pepper so we can get you on the show and then you say you don't want to be on the show, it's a little confusing.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. Granted, we're not saying don't fill it out because
yeah.
we still want to read the stories and whatnot. But
Hmm.
if the story is interesting enough, we want to bring you on the show.
And we've had some interesting stories. Man, I'm still Mr. Bannister and his meeting Mr. Closter.
Yeah, yeah.
That
That,
would have
that
been one of my top 23 if I could have met Mr. Closter. And that's why I don't know any of their family, and I don't know if anyone listening to our show knows any of their family. But if you do, and you can get them to come to the Waco Museum next Sunday, the 23rd, I would just be honored to shake their hand and be able to say I've met the Closters. That'd be awesome.
yeah. Maybe that's something we'll strive
Year two.
for year two.
Yep. No, I've been thinking about that. Actually, I wanted to, if I could have got off school earlier, because last year we were done with school by this time, but we started later this year with COVID just to make sure we had everything set up properly.
Yeah,
I was hoping that we'd be done with school because what I wanted to do was that Monday and Tuesday afterwards because I know you're still there.
yeah,
Um, and I wanted to go to the Dublin plant and see that museum as well.
yeah.
All right, David, I'm watching you guys making a list of things I would like to share with your pepper pack. Looking forward to it. All right, David, I'm looking forward to it as well. I like when people like to share things with us,
Yeah.
especially money, because then I can buy things. But I
Yeah.
don't expect you to share money, dude. Yeah, I always I get myself in trouble and I feel bad because the people are always posting these things on the different Dr Pepper groups where they're like, "Hey, I'm selling this," or "I'm selling this," and direct message me, and I'm like, I honestly can't afford to buy it right now, but I want to know how much you're selling it for so I can start saving for the future when someone else sells it. And I never get a reply. It's just like, don't waste my time, kid.
Yeah.
But
Are you feeling better now?
I'm feeling much better. I hadn't had Dr Pepper yet today, and I've been able to drink two. I have a third one.
As I'm asking the dog if he's calmed down.
Hmm. Well, I know we're you. It was an open-ended question for anyone
Oh,
listening.
okay. Okay. Fair
Hmm.
enough. Fair enough. Well,
Well,
your ear is right in front.
well.
Thank you. Um, I think
Hmm.
this is that moment when we wrap it up and say we will see you guys in Waco.
Literally.
Yep. And for the people who will actually be there with us, we will be able to actually see you and give you high fives and enjoy Dr. Pepper with one another.
It's such a great time.
Considering that a year ago, we were all on lockdown.
It was not good.
So
Well, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, dogs, cats, goldfish, hamsters.
gerbils.
Until next time, we look forward to drinking with you again.